Hello, viewers. This is your Michael from Screen Review, bringing you a new podcast from my segment called the Boruto Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I try to do my best not to be so hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain to adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain to adult language. Now, if you're over 18, then you should get to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, with this and everything else to let's get into the latest episode of Boruto. So basically, the episode starts like this. We see Naruto, at the ninja school, the academy, working a new class of young shinobi, who about to embark their journey into training to be the next, being a next generation of shinobi. So basically, in this class, we see Naruto started its role in this year's class, and also we see Kawaki role in this class. Turns out that the reason why Kawaki is enrolled into the Ninja Academy because he's on a secret assignment to keep a princess from the land of Bamboo who is faced for assassination. So basically, there's this princess who from this land called Bamboo, the land of Bamboo, that is closely related to the Hidden Leaf village, has come to the Hidden Leaf village as a transfer student into the Ninja Academy. Now, there's a threat. There's been a threat on her life. So basically, the reason why Kawaki is doing this because he has not gone to the academy, and also he will have a perfect cover as well, because nobody has seen him. None of these kids know that. None of these younger kids know that Kawaki is a ninja yet. And the only one who will know who's a full ninja is going to be Ruka Sensei and Naruto. So anyway. So basically, turns out that Kawaki and Hime are in the same class together, and the friends that her two friends that she made, is also in the same class. From the trial that she met. Those two friends she met during that whole special trial at the Ninja Academy and whatnot. Her two friends is also in the same class. So basically, so everybody was seducing her, the teacher. So everybody was going around, seducing themselves to each other and whatnot. And Kawaki was, needed to get close to the princess, need to get close to the princess, to be in her, to be friends with the princess. So basically, he needs to get close to the princess and become friends with her. That way he can, keep a better eye on him. So basically, Kawaki is having some hard times with this. So anyway, Now he knows that Kawaki is a full-fledged ninja, but he suspects there's something else going on with Kawaki. So basically, Hime is like, I know that Kawaki is a full-fledged ninja. I don't see the big difference in him going to the Ninja Academy at all. So anyway, the princess, introduced herself to class. Everybody hit it off with the princess very good and whatnot. Kawaki being awkward, with his awkwardness, tries to introduce himself to the princess, but things didn't go his way and whatnot. So anyway, so basically, the next day he tried to once again, try to get into the princess, try to get the princess, to be his, try to be the princess friend again, but this time, it kind of like, he was still being himself, but it kind of works, and that's when he may said that, the princess actually left this this manga series, so basically maybe you can use that to become friends with the princess. So basically, Kwaki took Hime's advice. He went to go buy a book for the princess, and basically went to get the book to the princess and tried to become her friend. But there's a hiccup with this. Turns out one of Kwaki's classmates named Ikai thinks that Kwaki might be up to no good, and he steals a demon beast scroll after so basically this cousin named Ikai, stole this demon, stole this summoning scroll to summon a armored dog after Karaki made him look bad in front of the class and in front of the princess. So basically, Karaki, married the princess somewhere, that viewed the whole village during sunset and whatnot. And basically, the princess was wondering what is Karaki's angle, whatnot. So basically, she suspects that Karaki is, that Karaki is not who he really seems. So anyway, Eli showed up with the summoning scroll, and basically summoned this armored dog to attack, try to attack Karaki, but he did not practice, since he doesn't know how to, so basically he doesn't know how to control the summoning of this armored dog. He got knocked out, and basically Karaki had no choice but to use his, had no choice but to engage this dog and basically knock this dog out, and therefore canceling the summoning jutsu. So basically, with one punch, he took out the summoning jutsu dog and forced the dog to go back where it was originally summoned from. And as Ika, he was still passed out. So basically, the princess is gave Karaki and whatnot. So basically, and Crockett was like, you still want this book I got for you? It's yes, I will take this book, but only on one condition. You promised me when the time is right, you promised me to tell me the truth, who you really are. And Crockett was like, he couldn't really do that, but, he said, that he made the promise anyway. So basically, when the time is right, I tell you who I really am. So basically, the princess so basically, the princess took the manga book that Karaki gave her, and basically, called it a day. So basically, later that night, Karaki was talking to Naruto about, how things going so far. So basically, he said that, everything's going fine, I finally become friends with the princess, but so far, nobody especially tried to kill her yet. So basically, Naruto was like, oh, I did good job. So anyway, outside, Naruto's home office, Hime was listening to the whole conversation, and he now knows that Karaki, the real reason why Karaki is at the Ninja Academy in the first place, because he's on a secret mission. So basically, Hime was like, oh, so that's why Karaki entered the Ninja Academy in the first place. So basically, now Hime knows about knows about karate. Knows about karate seeking mission that he's supposed to keep an eye on the princess, and in case somebody tries to assassinate her. And meanwhile, at the princess, at the princess residence, she was reading the manga book that Karaki gave her and whatnot, who I believe is her caretaker, who is like, oh, you had a good day and whatnot, and basically I believe that her caretaker or father or whatever, was like, you had a good day, and the princess said yes. So basically, she kept on saying that one day I will be free, and whoever that person, whoever the person, her caretaker or father or whoever, her was like, what do you say? And she say nothing. So basically, she like the princess is not happy being a princess, and she kept on saying that, one day I will be free, free to do, free to live my life, and basically, it got, basically this episode ended with the princess was saying that once again, one day I will be free to live my life as I choose, and basically, the episode ended with her reading the manga book that Karaki gave her, and basically this is how the episode ended. So anyway, so basically, seems like the princess might be thinking about, maybe, might be part on trying to do something about herself, not about her not being a princess. So anyway, but it's all speculation. But the way she says that one day I will live my life as I choose, thinking that she's probably scheming on the way, for her not to be a princess. I don't know how. But anyway, this was a good episode. So basically, it was a good episode. Anyway, sign off. One.